Alright, next we're going to start building these wall studs, and I'll come back and do all the door and window stuff later. Typically when they build a house, they'll lay the whole wall, say flat on a, that's kind of cool there too. They'll lay the wall flat on, say, a floor, build it, tip it up, slide it in place, fasten it to the ground. So we have the bottom plate drawn, top plate drawn, and we're going to have the same building code that's kind of statewide, probably nationwide, as far as the spacing of our wall stud to go. It's 16 inches on center. So the center of one, the center of next is 16 inches. We're going to build those first and come back with our door window parts later. So find a corner of your room that's got minimal doors and minimal windows. I happen to have a window-free, door-free wall. I'm going to do that one first and zoom in on it. We're going to have this wall not start out here, but start at the corner of this wall and run all the way down to that corner, corner to corner. So I'm going to get my first stud drawn in place. Again, the studs are going to be 2 by 6, which are whittled down to, or dried down to, 1.5 by 5 1/4. I'm going to build a rectangle beginning from this corner. I'm going to click and drag across and drop it, but it's, oh, look at that, 5 1/4, 1 1/2. Perfect. If you don't get it right on, just go 5.25, 1.5. There it is. First stud is done. But now it's not paper thin. It's going to be the full height of my wall. So I'm going to stretch this up a little bit and keep backing out and backing in and zoom all the way up to on edge. One stud down, bunch more to go. So the plans call for 16 inches on center. So I'm going to go from this stud's left side over 16 inches to this stud's left side, and then 16 more inches to that stud's left side, and then 16 more, all the way down the whole wall, 16 on center. So I'm going to go from measurement to measurement, keep going 16, 16, 16. Notice I'm on the red axis, making sure my lines are on the red axis, that my lines won't kind of wander off into space. 16, and then near the end, if our space is too little or too great, we'll kind of adjust as we go. So 16, I'll try to get one more possibly, then I'll kind of zoom in and look. 16, and then we'll see what happens there. Okay, next, studs. I'm going to build them kind of backwards. So I'm going to begin from this point intersection. I'm building on the blue axis. There's my stud. Is it 3 1/4 by 5 1/4? No. It's 1.5 by 5 1/4. Next one. Drag it, drop it. Same thing. The 1.5 by 5 1/4. This is for all the studs. Okay, so all my studs drawn. And discovered that this last stud is a little bit short. What do you do to leave the gap there? No, got to add one more for our last stud. So I'm going to build it in now. You can always take it out later if I don't need it. So I'm going to go from the outside corner, come back towards me, that 5 1/4 by 1.5. Each stud have to kind of take and pull that full height. So I'm going to grab each one of these and have those go full height. All these studs. Okay, so that wall is done, and all my studs are in place. I'm 16 on center, beginning from this corner, framing all the way to that corner. So I'm going to pivot to the next wall. Uh-oh, I got a door. How do you fix this? That will show you. On this wall, I'm going to go from this outside corner all the way to probably this wall corner. So from the very outer edge to the inner edge. Same building, same spacing, same. I'm going to begin by drawing these wall studs at same 5 1/4 by 1.5. But now the difference is I got to figure it out. Well, I have door to kind of frame around. How do I do that? That we got to kind of figure it out. So a little bump out here I have for my door. I'm going to fix that now by pushing this little bump in so it's flush. Perfect. Okay. Same thing. I'm going to keep, I'm not going to try my stud yet. I'm just going to find my spacing. So I'm going to go from the outside edge to this outside edge 16 inches, and then go 16 more inches, and then go 16 more inches, figure out all my spacing. And I won't have enough to go one more. So a stud goes here, a stud goes here, a stud goes here. The problem is, this is my doorway. How do I work around that? Now we got to figure it out. Well, my door starts here. This is all my door trim. This is that gap we're talking about that the trim hides. So I can't put a stud here. It has to land on this edge and go to the left. So I'm going to build this wall stud out here. So I want to quickly get a line snapped. I got to find where this edge of my door is. So I'm going to mark the door's edge. I'm just kind of taking a line from a line I already have and snapping it to the door's corner. For now I'm going to leave these, but just know this is my 16, 16, 16 line. This is my door left edge, door right edge. So I'm going to build a wall stud here. It's going to go from the line to the left. That same 1.5 by 5.25. Okay. Why is it going to run into the door? It's because you have the door jamb. No worries there. And then we're going to have over here, same thing. I'm going to put this stud door to the right. Same 1.5 by 5.25. There's that one. I'm going to put a stud here because it's going to fit. Same 1.5, 5.25. And then I'm going to end my wall here. So I'm going to come back. It's the same 5.25 by 1.5. I'll pull those studs up. This one I know is going to go from plate to plate. Bring this one up. This one's going to, for now, we'll have it stop at the door's height. Above the door is a door header. So I'm going to go from the door to scoot over and grab the door top. Here I'm going to grab this one, bring it up, scoot over, grab the door's top. This is going to be a full height stud. Can't see it. And then another full height stud. Okay. According to our map, on the door, we have a trimmer stud that goes to the height of the door. I did that. Then next to it is one called a king stud that kind of goes side by side. So I need to put a left king stud and a right king stud on that door. Let's do that. So over here I'm going to have another wall stud called a king stud, and it lands from here over. This is going to be the same 5 1/4 by 1.5, and over here it gets one. It's kind of barely going to fit in there if it was to make it fit. It's in the blue axis. Blue. Oops. It's going to be 5 1/4, 1.5, and these go all the way to the bottom of top plate. So this guy right there is going to go bottom plate to top plate. And then this guy here goes bottom plate to, nope, top plate. Next, we got to figure out this thing called a door header. We're going to assume it's a non-load bearing wall, which means we can get by just having a single 2x6 be the header plate, and we're going to build pieces off that fill the gap. Because this stud here is a continuation of this stud. So that 16 on center lands, follows through, lands, follows through. Let's build that. So the header, we're just going to make this be a stud. It's going to go on this surface, and it's going to go this way. It's the same 5 1/4, 1 1/2, and it's going to go the full width of the door. Come on, zoom. Full width of the door. Oops, not that one. It's gotta be this one. Drag it all the way across to here. Here's my door header. Some lines may disappear. That's just what the program does. Oh well. We'll be able to see that it's there and drawn. And then we left these because I gotta find where that stud goes. So I'm going to erase my door's left edge, my door's right edge. I need to put this stud in and this stud in. So those, I'm just going to draw a line temporarily from here, straight up the wall to there. And I'm going to erase off a chunk of it, just so I know where that line has to land for that door. So this draw one here too, same thing. It goes from here, intersection, up to here. Erase off I don't need. Notice how that the ceiling of this house is kind of filled in. So I'm going to pull these surfaces that showed up back off again. So I just gotta build my studs. I go above the door header, there and there. So it's the same continuation of the ground. It's gonna land, drag, drop, 5.25, 1.5. Oops, what happened? Try that again. Drag, nope, get out of there. Try that again. Try that again. Click, drag, drop. 5.25, 1.5. Enter. Let's just remove this surface again. There it goes. Okay. Here, same thing. That's the left side of the stud. 5.25, 1.5. Remove the surfaces again. And then drag these up, and I'll have this wall done. And a few more walls to go. We'll get a window going next.